Scott Adair here with Rayada Sales. We are in Richmond, BC today with a couple of AERCO Benchmark series condensing boilers behind me. These are 2 million BTUs each. And you can see how tight of a footprint they sit in this mechanical room. Luckily, because this is a very tight mechanical room. Zero side clearance for servicing and a very small footprint. So we're able to get 4 million BTUs here of heat output in a very small space. AERCO is a sister company to PVI and Link, represented by Rayada Sales in BC. Just like PVI and Link, AERCO is known for top quality, high efficiency products. Now, we talk a lot about decarbonization these days in buildings. Sometimes that means electrification. Sometimes that simply means burning as little gas as possible. So if we're going to burn natural gas in our designs for heating our buildings, we like to make sure we're doing so as efficiently as we can. AERCO allows us to do that in a number of ways. Now, typically, boilers are rated on their spec sheets to a AERCO efficiency rating, which is for a 100-degree delta T at max fire from 80 Fahrenheit to 180 Fahrenheit. And that means all boilers appear on a spec sheet to be mid-90s in terms of thermal efficiency. Same with AERCO. However, where we really shine, especially in the Lower Mainland, Vancouver Island, where we're often running at, part load. We're not running at our peak winter design. And so we call this seasonal efficiency when the boilers are at part load conditions. How AERCO can help with seasonal efficiency for a number of reasons. First of all, they design and manufacture their own gas valve in-house at the factory. What this means is we can do a very high turndown through a single heat exchanger. So each boiler, these are not modular boilers. They have one heat exchanger with a single downward firing pass of the flue gases. And with all that square footage of heat exchanger surface area, at low fire, we get a very high heat exchanger area to firing rate ratio. And that's great for efficiency. We call that seasonal efficiency. Now, another item here is these advanced edge controllers. The edge controllers speak to one another, and they will stage each boiler on by themselves without the need for a separate wall mount controller. What these boilers will do is bring on one boiler to about 50%, and before continuing, if they need to ramp up further, the second boiler will come on and they'll both drop to about 25 and keep going up from there. This ensures that your maximum total heat exchanger surface area is utilized in your design. And this is handled and controlled by the edge controller. Another thing we can do with the edge is we'll take a O2 input, an O2 sensor. We're measuring the oxygen level of combustion right in the combustion chamber. What that allows us to do is dial in the optimal O2 percentage of combustion using the air-fuel mixture for combustion. So if we have too little O2, that's dangerous. We could have too much fuel, unburnt fuel, going into the stack. That's dangerous. So one, we're being as safe as we can here. If we have too much O2 as a result of combustion, that's not good for efficiency. A higher O2 percentage lowers the dew point of the flue gases, meaning we need a lower return water temperature to the boilers just to condense. So if we have that optimal O2 percentage as a result of combustion, it's the most efficient way to heat your building. Another thing with the Benchmark series is the 439 stainless steel heat exchanger. Now this heat exchanger has because of the material construction, it has a lower coefficient of expansion. So less expansion contraction during operation, less wear and tear. That allows us to offer industry-leading warranties of up to 15 years on the Benchmark series. So that means a lower embodied carbon for less equipment replacements over the life of the building. So I could talk about this for a lot longer, but the AERCO Benchmark series is an industry-leading condensing gas boiler. And please reach out for your next gas-fired design. Thank you.